King Henry IV of England, born Henry Bolingbroke on April 15, 1367, was a significant figure in English history whose reign marked the beginning of the Lancastrian dynasty. His life was characterized by political turbulence, military campaigns, and notable personal challenges. Here's a detailed look at his life and reign. Early life and background. Henry IV was the eldest son of John of Gaunt, Duke of Lancaster, and his wife Blanche of Lancaster. John of Gaunt was the third surviving son of Edward III, making Henry IV a direct descendant of the Plantagenet royal family. His early life was relatively privileged, growing up in the court of Richard II, his cousin. Henry's upbringing was marked by his education and training in military and political affairs, preparing him for a future role in governance. The path to the throne. Henry Bolingbroke's path to the throne was tumultuous and paved with political conflict. His early years were spent supporting his father's interests, which included various political and military engagements. In 1399, a pivotal event occurred that changed the course of English history. Richard II, who had become increasingly unpopular due to his autocratic rule and ineffective governance, was deposed. Henry Bolingbroke seized the opportunity, claiming his hereditary rights and leading a successful rebellion against Richard II. Henry's claim to the throne was strengthened by his position as a descendant of Edward III, combined with widespread dissatisfaction with Richard II's rule. In September 1399, Richard II was forced to abdicate, and Henry Bolingbroke was declared King Henry IV. His ascension marked the beginning of the Lancastrian dynasty, a significant shift in English politics. Reign and challenges. Henry IV's reign was fraught with challenges. One of his primary concerns was consolidating his power and securing the legitimacy of his rule. His reign faced numerous rebellions and uprisings, driven by discontent among the nobility and rival factions. Notable among these was the Percy's Rebellion, led by Henry Percy Hotspur, who was initially a supporter but later turned against Henry IV. The rebellion culminated in the Battle of Shrewsbury in 1403, where Henry IV successfully defeated the rebels. Another significant challenge during Henry IV's reign was the ongoing conflict with Wales. The Welsh prince, Owain Glyndwr, led a major uprising against English rule, seeking independence for Wales. The conflict lasted for several years and was marked by guerrilla tactics and sporadic battles. Henry IV's efforts to subdue the rebellion were met with mixed success, and the conflict remained a significant concern throughout his reign. Henry IV also faced difficulties with the nobility, who were often discontent with his rule. His reign saw several plots and conspiracies, including the infamous Southampton plot, which aimed to overthrow Henry and place a rival claimant on the throne. Henry's ability to navigate these treacherous political waters was a testament to his political acumen and military prowess. Personal life and family. Henry IV's personal life was marked by both triumphs and tragedies. He married Mary de Bohun in 1380, and their marriage produced several children, including his successor, Henry V. Mary's death in 1394 was a significant blow to Henry, and he later remarried Joan of Navarre in 1403. Joan, a widow of the Duke of Brittany, brought additional political connections and influence to Henry's court. Henry IV's relationship with his children, particularly his son Henry V, was a subject of interest and speculation. Henry V was a prominent figure in English history, known for his military successes during the Hundred Years' War. The relationship between Henry IV and his son was complex, with Henry IV often relying on his son to manage various aspects of governance and military campaigns. Health and later years. Henry IV's health was a constant concern during his later years. He suffered from a debilitating illness, often thought to be leprosy or a related skin condition, which affected his ability to govern effectively. His declining health impacted his leadership and contributed to the growing challenges of his reign. Despite these challenges, Henry IV continued to oversee the affairs of the kingdom and manage the political landscape. His reign was marked by efforts to stabilize and consolidate his rule, address rebellions, and navigate the complex relationships with the nobility and other political actors. Legacy and death. Henry IV's legacy is a mixture of political achievement and personal struggle. His reign established the Lancastrian dynasty, which would play a significant role in English history, including the reigns of his son Henry IV and his grandson Henry VI. The stability and success achieved by Henry V, in particular, were built upon the foundations laid by Henry IV. Henry IV died on March 20, 1413, at the age of 45. His death marked the end of a reign characterized by significant challenges and political maneuvering. He was succeeded by his son, Henry V, who would go on to become one of England's most celebrated monarchs. Henry IV was buried in Canterbury Cathedral, and his tomb remains a testament to his role in English history. Historical assessment. Henry IV's reign is often seen as a period of transition in English history. It marked the end of the Plantagenet dynasty's dominance and the beginning of the Lancastrian line. His reign was characterized by political instability, military conflicts, and significant challenges, but it also laid the groundwork for the future successes of the Lancastrian kings. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.